Yes, good morning. Okay, so up to the last lecture, we have covered the part of unit number 2, and we have finished the unit number 2, that is the connections. And under the connections, we have covered the part of the bolted connection and welded connection. So in the particular bolted and welded connection, we have covered what is connection, what is bolted connection, what is welded connection, advantages of both welded and bolted connection, then strengths of the design strength of the bolted and welded connection, and on the basis of design strength we have seen two types of the examples, that is the load carrying capacity and design of bolted and welded connection. I think you have got uh, uh, knowledge about the connections and how to design and how to calculate the load carrying capacity of particular bolted and welded joint. Okay, so today we are going to start the unit number 3, that is the tension member, or we have to design the tension member. In it means in the industrial side, which members are carrying the tensile force. For that member, we have to design a tension member. So I think you have learned in the engineering mechanics uh, analysis of truss. You have analyzed the truss. So what you have to do in the analyzing at the time of analyzing truss? Anyone can tell me? In the engineering mechanics, you have analyzed the truss. It means what you have done? Anyone can tell me?
लोड कैलकुलेशन केलं
It means which type of load you have calculated?
कॉम्प्रेसिव्ह किंवा टेन्साइल
It means you have study about the whatever frame is there or whatever truss is there. So that truss is connected with the various members, correct? That truss is connected to various members. So these members either carrying tensile load or either compression load, that you have studied. It means you have learned about the nature of that force, either this is tensile force or compressive force. After calculation of that tensile and compressive force, we have to design this member. It means for tensile load, we have to place their angle section or channel section of particular size. The calculation of the force, either tensile or compressive, that part is the analysis part. Calculation of nature of that particular force, either tension or either compression. So compression member we are designing in unit number 4, and here we are designing the tension members, so which are in the truss. So you have analyzed truss, it means you know the tensile force, how to calculate. So that part here we are not calculating, we are calculating or we are designing. It means for this particular load or particular force, which member, how much size of member we have to provide this to carry this tensile force. It means त्या ट्रस मधला जो काय कॉम्प्रेसिव्ह फोर्स किंवा टेन्शन फोर्स आला होता त्या मेंबरवरती, त्या फोर्सला आपल्याला किती साईजचा तिथं अँगल सेक्शन, चॅनल सेक्शन we have to place, that we have to design in this particular unit. Okay, so you will learn if we go step by step how to design the tension member. Okay, so that basic story behind this particular design of tension member. Okay, we will see what is tension member and what are the sections generally we are using as a tension member, that we will see. Okay, so we will see first what is tension member and what sections we are using. So generally, if you see here, the tension member are structural member that are subjected to axial tensile force. Simple definition is there. Simple definition is there of tension member. Tension members are structural members. When we are calling as structural members, the member under loading condition. Please see, we all are the civil engineer. So one thing keep in mind, structural member, it means that member carry the load. On this member, load is coming. For that, we are calling as a structural member. So tension member are a structural member that are subjected to axial tensile force. So axial tensile force is coming. Is this correct? We are showing nature of this force. Is this like you have shown in the analysis of truss? So this is the tensile nature. Is this correct?
Yes, sir.
So this is the member. So you have shown the nature like this or like this. Which is the here compression and which is the tensile?
Second one tensile, first compressive.
Second one tensile and first compression. So it means this is away from the joint and this is towards the joint. So the member under tensile and member under compression that we have analyzed in the engineering mechanics in the first year. So on the basis of this, we are designing tension member and compression member. Okay, so compression member we are designing in unit number 4, and here unit number tension member in unit number 3. So here axial tensile force, it means this is the axial nature. So that member we are force is applying on that member, and that due to this force your member is elongating. Axial tensile, elongating your member, means this is the original member. If we apply the force on two direction, so elongation of that member is increases. So in this is the tensile nature. Okay, so as again we will see the tension member are a structural member that are subjected to axial tensile force. So truss member, cables in suspension bridges, bracing for the building. So these are the some examples of the tension. Truss member, we have analyzed truss and we have find the various tensile forces on the particular member. So in the truss, so many members are under axial tensile force. Cables, have you seen the cables? Where you have seen the cable stage bridge is there, that cable stage suspension bridges. So in the suspension bridges like this bridge you have seen, these are the cables. Such type of bridge have you seen? So the central one pier is there. On this one central pier, these cables are to be connected, and that cables are here like this. And on these cables, this bridge is suspended. It means these cables having a tensile force. Are you getting? Bracing for the building, that we will see. Bracing for the building, it means sometimes this is the building, this is the foundation of building. So sometimes such bracings we have provided. Why? For the lateral stability. It means if the force is coming in this direction, this building should not tilt or overturn. If force coming, wind force is coming, steel building, we are talking about steel building only here. So this is the building. If force, wind force is coming, this is the wind force coming in this direction, and due to this wind force, to avoid overturnings, the building to overturn, to avoid this overturning, we are providing such bracings, and that bracings that bracings are taking the which type of load? Tensile load. So such are the examples of the or applications of the your tensile member locations. So the tension member is nothing but it is a structural member that can carry the axial force. Okay. So now just okay. So any cross-sectional configuration may be used since the only determinant of the strength in the cross-sectional area. So tensile strength of the member is totally depends on the cross-sectional area. If this is the rod and if we apply the force on this particular rod, tensile force, this is the rod, and on this rod we are applying the tensile force. So depends on the cross-sectional area of that rod, depends on cross-sectional area your tensile force carried. So how much cross-sectional area is there? So the cross-sectional area is increases, your tensile strength is increases. Cross-sectional area is increases, your tensile load or tensile load carrying capacity is increases. So tension member carries a tensile force, and the tensile force is depend on the cross-sectional area. So very important is a cross-sectional area. See, one more example I will tell you. If one person, two persons are there, so one having weight of 50 kg, one having weight of 80 to 90 kg, it means the cross-sectional area of both people are different or same? One person having a weight of 50 kg, another person weight of 90 kg, it means the cross-sectional area of that person is the same or different? Different. So the maybe if we apply the load, if you give 50 kg bag on this person and 50 kg of bag in this person, so the safely handling capacity of this member is different and this member is different. Maybe this member cannot handle 50 kg bag, but this member can easily handle. So depends upon the your cross-sectional area, your load carrying capacity is the changes. So this is the actually example of compression member. If we give the load on this particular person, it means that compressive load is there. Here not, but in this way we can learn how to cross-sectional area is matter into the taking the load. Okay, so again, so what second thing we are learning in this particular slide? So cross-sectional area is a very important for taking the tensile load. Now circular rods and rolled angle shapes are commonly used for the tension member. Circular rods, have you seen in the building? Everyone familiar with the steel bars which are we are using in the building? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So in the building we are using two material as a concrete. So if we see the concrete, so in the concrete there are steel and concrete. These two materials are there. These two materials, addition of these two, we are constructing our RCC member. RCC member, it means column, beam, slab. Good. This is we are constructing. So steel we are using for the taking the tensile load, and concrete we are using for taking the compressive load. Whether concrete is taking tensile load?
No, it is good at compressible load
Huh.
only.
So the concrete is good in compression and steel is good in the tension. So with the combination of two, we are constructing the RCC structure. With the combination of steel and concrete, we are constructing RCC, means reinforced cement concrete. Reinforced means steel we are reinforced, cement concrete is the concrete part. So steel and concrete we are using for the making the RCC member. But now we are talking about here steel. So this steel is taking a tensile force. So here circular rod is written. So that is the steel. Then rolled angle sections, as we have seen in the last connection chapter, welded connection. So there they have given one angle is connected to gusset plate, and on the basis of that connection we have designed the welded connection, or we have find the strength of the welded connection. So we have seen the how looks angle. Okay, we find the CXX value from steel table. Have you seen the angle? Okay, so these angles we are using as a tension member in a truss. Generally, commonly in a truss, we are providing these angles. In a truss, we are providing. So commonly these two members, two sections or two shapes, we are using as a tension member. So got it about the tension member? Tension member carries a axial tensile force, and the load carrying capacity of tension member is depends on totally cross sectional area of that member. And also generally commonly we are using circular rods and rolled angle sections for as a tension member. Got it? Okay. Okay, so now if you see here applications of tension member, it means where we can use the tension member. So this is one, first one is the truss. So if you see here, red indication is given. So these members, so you have analyzed this truss in the engineering mechanics. So you know in which member tensile force is there. So for this tensile force, we are uh, applying the tension member, or we are providing here tension member for that much load. So this is the truss is one of the application where we can use the tensile members. Then this is the again frame. As I told, this is the bracing. We are called as a bracing. So to overturning due to this horizontal force, this frame, we have to avoid overturning of this frame. For that, we have to provide this bracing. So that bracing is again example of this tension member. Then cable stay bridge, as I discussed in the last slide, in the suspension bridges or cable stay bridges. So this is the your one pier is there. So on this pier, these cables are there, and that cables are taking the tensile force or taking the tensile load. So this is the cable stay bridge. This is one of the application. Then purlin. Now purlins are where purlins we are providing in the steel structure. So if this is the truss, on this truss we are providing the sheets. Patra म्हणतो आपण त्याला, sheets, GI sheets. So below these GI sheets we are providing here purlins. Means on the truss the purlins are rested and on the purlins your GI sheets are rested. आणि याच्यात आपण hook लावतो. Here we are making the hooks, attaching the hooks with the purlin and sheets. So these purlins, in the purlins, sag rods are there that we will see in the unit number 7 in detail. So that sag rods are there, that sag rods act as a tensile. Then here guide steel stacks. Guide steel stacks means, again here have you seen this is the electrical poles. Have you seen? These are the electrical poles, and on the electrical poles the cables are transmitted. So for these electrical poles we are supporting like this. Have you seen? So these are the guy wires. Have you seen? Electrical चे पोल आहेत त्याला आपण अशा पद्धतीचे गाय वायर्स ने सपोर्ट देतो. Have you seen?
Yes, sir.
We are familiar with this. We in our village also, in city we have seen this. These are the electrical poles, and the electrical poles transmitting these cables or wires, and for the electrical poles this type of guy wire we are providing that act as a tensile member. Again, hanger supporting floor decks. Hanger supporting floor decks. So somewhere floor is supporting like this. So this is one of the example of small bridge, and this is the your truss, and on this truss these cables are there. These cables are supporting this floor. So I think this you have not seen our nearby area, but in many movies you can see such type of tension member application. We have seen in the movie. I also didn't seen in the our natural or our day-by-day life, but I have seen also in the some of the movie. So these are the some applications of tension member where the tension members are required and tensile force is coming on that particular member. Got it, everyone? So these are the applications. Okay. So for this tension member, so we have seen the applications. Now, which type of or which cross section we are using for that particular tension member? Which cross section? So types of tension member. Types of tension members are wires and cables, rods and wires, single structural shape and plates, built up sections. So this is the rod or cable. Again, this is the plate, this is the angle, this is the double angle, this is the built up angle, again this is the built up angle. So these various forms of tension member, if you read various forms of tension member, it means for to carry the tensile force, we are providing such cross sections. So what are these cross sections? Rod, plates, single angle, double angle. Double angle means two angles connected combined to taking the load. Then built up angle, such angle we are providing, for that we are calling as a built up angle. Again here 1, 2, 3 and 4 angles are there. So we are calling as a built up angle. This is number 4, built up angle. So in this way, for taking the load, it means why we are providing these 4 angles. If 200 kilonewton load is coming and one angle is taking 50 kilonewton load. So if we provide 4 angles, like this, then we can bear this 200 kilonewton load. Are you getting? If one angle can carry 50 kilonewton load, so if we provide 4 angle like this, then we can these four angles can carry 200 kilonewton load. Each 40, so if we combine four, then 200 kilonewton we can. So like this built up column, built up angle sections or built up sections we can use as a tension. So what is tension member? Then tension member is depends on the your cross sectional area. Then various applications of tension member, it means where we can use, where the tension members are there, and various types of tension member or various forms or various shapes or various cross sections we can use for the as a tension member, that we have learned up to this. Again here, again this is one of the built up section, this is another built up section, this is again another built up section, this is one more built up section. It means four angles are there. This is one angle, this is second angle, this is four, third and fourth, like this. These are the two channels. This is channel, this is one channel, this is another channel. We connect as a built up single. This is the single channel. If we connect one more channel with this, so we can call it as a built up. Are you getting? Built up means what? Two or more sections. The sections may be angle, section may be channel section, section may be I section. So which are the steel sections available in market? Rod, cables, angles, I sections, T section, channel sections. Are you getting? Have you seen this in the market? पाहिले असतील सर्वांनी. Have you seen? Angle sections, T sections, I sections, have you seen? Okay, so that members we are using for the single as a tension member or combining both or three or four, so like this. So in this shape we can use the tension members for the carrying the load. Okay, so these are the various forms of the tension member. Okay, so now there are various modes of failure. If we are providing one of the section may be rod, section may be angle, section may be channel. If we provide, then this member can fail. If come more and more load, these members can fail. So which type of failures comes there? Which types of failure comes? So the any angle section is there, any channel section is there, any rod is there or cable is there. So these are under tension member or under the tensile force. That time the failure modes of failure means failure of this particular member is due to gross sectional yielding, net section rupture and block shear failure. So due to these three conditions, this member will fail. Are you getting? So gross sectional yielding, net section rupture and block shear failure. So we will discuss in detail what is a gross sectional yielding, what is a net section rupture and what is a block shear failure. How failure due to yielding, how failure due to rupture and how failure due to block shear. So these words are very important. Okay, and for this we are calculating the design strength. Okay, now again come to bolted and welded connections. So in the bolted and welded connections, we have calculated design strength. It means what? We have calculated the strength of that bolt. Strength of that bolt in shearing, strength of that bolt in bearing, strength of that bolt in tension. It means your bolt will fail due to shear, your bolt will fail due to bearing, and your bolt will fail due to tension. Similarly, your angle, your tension member fail due to yielding, rupture, and block shear. So these three strengths we have to calculate in this particular tension. Okay, we have discussed about the bolt. Now in again welded connection also we have find the strengths. Okay, so we have calculated the strength of in welded connection. We have again find the strength. So which strength we have find out in the bolted welded connection? Anyone can tell me? Strength in for butt weld and groove weld. Design strength in tension or compression. Design strength in shear, and for fillet weld again design strength in shear. So this design strength for bolted and welded we have calculated. It means what we have calculated. So at what strength your member will fail or your joint will fail, that we have learned in the bolted and welded connection. So similarly, tension member is also fail for yielding, for rupture, and for block shear. It means for these three we have to calculate the strength. Yielding ची strength किती असेल, rupture ची strength किती असेल, and block shear ची strength किती असेल, that we have to find. So design strength of the member is a strength due to yielding of gross section, rupture of critical section, and block shear. So these three strengths we have to calculate to carry the tensile force. किती tensile force under yielding calculate केला जाईल, under rupture and under block shear. Similar shearing, bearing and tensile जसा calculate केला होता, similar yielding, rupture and block shear. So what is yielding? How member will fail due to yielding, how member will fail to the rupture, and how member will fail to the block shear, that again we will see. Okay, so modes of failure, it means what? Here modes of failure, it means what? Your tension member will fail due to yielding, due to rupture, and due to block shear. Your tension member will fail due to yielding, rupture, and block shear. And for this yielding, rupture, and block shear, if we calculate strength, how much strength carried by that member under yielding, how much strength carried by that tension member under rupture, and how much strength carried by under that block shear. So these three strengths if we calculate, then similar to bolted, shearing, bearing, and tensile, whatever least strength will be there, that is your design strength. That is your design strength. Whatever minimum, त्याच्यातल्या सगळ्यात कमी लोडला जो फेल होतोय ती त्याची डिझाईन स्ट्रेंथ आली. म्हणजे तेवढा लोड कमीत कमी तो मेंबर घेऊ शकतो अंडर दिस कॅटेगरी और दिस कॅटेगरी और दिस कॅटेगरी. गॉट इट एव्हरीवन? डिझाईन स्ट्रेंथ और मोड्स ऑफ फेल्युअर ऑफ द टेन्शन मेंबर. ओके, so we have compared here with the bolted connection and welded connection. So design strength, it is nothing but how much load can carry under this particular yielding, under this particular rupture, and under this particular shear. याच्यातली जी मिनिमम असणार आहे ती त्याची डिझाईन स्ट्रेंथ असणार आहे. म्हणजेच मिनिमम स्ट्रेंथला तो फेल होणार आहे. आयदर यील्डिंग मध्ये फेल होऊ शकतो, आयदर रप्चर मध्ये फेल होऊ शकतो, और आयदर ब्लॉक शेअर मध्ये. आता यील्डिंग काय आहे, रप्चर काय आहे, ब्लॉक शेअर काय आहे, दॅट वी विल सी. ओके. Okay. So these are the some formulas similar to bolted and welded connection for the particular. So that we will see on the board. So this much part here we will cover through this PowerPoint presentation, and now we will write. So something you have written under this, काय लिहून घेतलं का तुम्ही? So you can write definition of tension member. Everyone, please write down this first sentence, that is the definition of tension member. Write down, everyone. Tension member are structural member. Tension members are structural members that are subjected to axial tensile forces. That are subjected to axial tensile forces. In bracket, truss member, cable in suspension bridges, bracing for the building, etc. So next line, write down this. Next line, various forms of the tension member. This sentence word or this sentence you write, various forms of tension members. Various forms of the tension member, or we are calling as a types of tension members. So write down number 1, wire and cables. Number 2, rods and wires. Number 3, single structural shape and plates. And number 4, built up sections. And this tension member we are calling as a also tie member. Here word is one written, tie, T-I-E. For the tension member we are calling as a tie member. Sometimes in example they have written tie member. Tie member is nothing but tension member. The load tensile force is coming. Tension member means the force, tensile force is coming on that member. Tensile nature force. So these are the, draw these shapes. Draw these various shapes, various forms of tension member. So this is the rod, this is the square bar, this is the angle, single angle, this is the double angle, again this is double angle. So draw these shapes. Okay, draw these shapes. These are the various forms or various shapes we are using as a tension member. again these shapes we are using. Okay, over.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So now, everyone, please write down henceforth. Okay. So now we will see the design strength of the tension member. Okay. So write down. Design strengths of tension member. Design strength of the tension member. So first design strength of tension member, that is design strength due to design strength due to yielding, design strength yielding due to gross section, yielding due to gross section, yielding due to gross section. Second design strength is rupture of critical section, rupture of critical section. And third design strength is due to block shear, due to block shear. So these are the three design strength we have to calculate, and whichever is less is the design strength of that tension, similar to bolted connection. Okay, so we will see one by one what is the formula for this one by one, and how yield, how rupture, and how block shear, that figures also we will see. Okay, so first design strength is design strength due to yielding of gross section, yielding of gross section, yielding of gross section. Okay, so the design strength is here TDG. How to calculate this design strength? TDG. The meaning of this TDG is T is the for tension, D is the for design, and G is the gross section, yielding of gross section. It means what? So first write down the formula and then we will see. So formula for the this particular design strength due to yielding is AG into Fy divided by gamma m naught. What? how to calculate design strength due to yielding of cross section. So TDG is equal to AG into Fy divided by gamma m naught. Okay, so now where AG is equal to, what is AG? AG is the gross area. AG is the gross area of section. AG is the gross area of the section. AG is the gross area of the section. It means whatever size of or shape of section we have used. If we use the bar, and if we apply the tensile force, then what is design strength due to yielding? So yielding means if we apply the tensile force on this particular bar, at that time the elongation of bar takes place. That is nothing but yielding. What is yielding? This is the bar. If we apply tensile force, what will happen? Elongation. Bar will elongate more and more. If the length of original length is this, original length is L, then if this elongate, then change in length, delta L. It means what happened here? What happened? Elongation increases or elongation happens. So elongation is nothing but here yielding. Yielding is nothing but the member will elongate, and at one end what will happen? What will happen? If we apply tensile force, on the rod, what happening? That rod will elongating, and their length is changing, and at the end, at one location, that bar will fail, cut. That bar will cut, or that bar will fail. It means that bar or that rod fail due to which condition?
Tensile.
एखादा बार आहे त्याच्यावरती आपण टेन्साइल फोर्स अप्लाय करतोय आणि त्याचं इलॉंगेशन वाढत राहते आणि एका अशा कंडिशनला तो इलॉंगेशन झालेला बार एका पोझिशन मधून तुटतोय. याचं मीनिंग काय झालं? तो बार कशामुळे तुटला, कोणत्या कंडिशन मुळे तो फेल झाला? That bar will fail due to yielding. Yield म्हणजे elongation होत गेलं त्याचं. The failure due to yielding. Are you getting? 3 failure criteria of the retention member. The first criteria is the yielding of gross section. म्हणजेच त्या मेंबरचा जो काय क्रॉस सेक्शनल एरिया होता, तो क्रॉस सेक्शनल एरिया इलॉंगेट होत गेला आणि क्रॉस सेक्शनल एरिया इलॉंगेट होत गेल्यानंतर इतकं इलॉंगेशन झालं की तो क्रॉस सेक्शनल एरिया काय झाला? व डिक्रीज झाला. बरोबर की नाही? होणार का नाही डिक्रीज इलॉंगेट होत गेल्यानंतर? सो दॅट डिक्रीज इन क्रॉस सेक्शनल एरिया रिझल्टिंग दी यील्डिंग म्हणजे ताणत गेलं. यील्डिंग इट मीन्स काय? ताणणे, तन्यता. In Marathi we can say tanyata. Yielding is nothing but tanyata. It means तो ताणला गेला आणि तुटला. सो दॅट फेल्युअर ड्यू टू इल्डिंग ऑफ क्रॉस सेक्शन. क्रॉस सेक्शनल एरिया कमी झाला म्हणजे ग्रॉस एरिया कमी झाला आणि तो ताणत गेल्यामुळे तुटला. दॅट इज दी स्ट्रेंथ ड्यू टू इल्डिंग ऑफ क्रॉस सेक्शन. एव्हरीवन गेटिंग इट? इल्डिंग ऑफ क्रॉस सेक्शन म्हणजेच काय? लोड अप्लाय केल्यामुळं ताणत गेला रॉड तुमचा, बार तुमचा किंवा अँगल, आणि तो एका पोझिशनला तुटला, इलॉंगेशन होत जाऊन. दॅट इज नथिंग बट ताणल्यामुळे जी काय त्याची एरिया रिडक्शन झाला, आणि ड्यू टू दॅट रिडक्शन ऑफ एरिया द मेंबर विल फेल. दॅट इज नथिंग बट yielding of gross section. Are you getting? येते का लक्षात? मेंबर फेल कशामुळे होतोय? तर ताणल्यामुळे फेल होतोय. ती एक त्याची एक दॅट इज दी फर्स्ट प्रॉपर्टी. 3 कंडिशननी तुमचा टेन्शन मेंबर फेल होतोय. सो वी आर हियर we can see in first category or first condition, yielding of gross section. Your tension member is failing due to 3 condition. Out of these, first condition is a yielding. Yielding म्हणजे ताणत गेल्यानंतर क्रॉस सेक्शनल एरिया हा डिक्रीज होत जातो इलॉंगेशन वाढल्यामुळे, आणि एका पॉइंटला तो कट होतो. दॅट इज नथिंग बट yielding ऑफ क्रॉस सेक्शन. that I am talking here. Okay, so this is the first design strength due to yielding of cross section is the, and how to calculate? TDG is equal to AG into Fy divided by gamma m naught. So AG is the gross area of the section. Then second is a Fy. So Fy is equal to is the yield strength. Fy is the yield strength of material, and that is depends on the grade of steel. Fy is the yield strength of material, and that depends on the grade of steel. So which grade of steel we are using? Fe410, Fe440. We have seen that grade of steel. So for that, how much Fy value is there? That we have to see. And here, then gamma m naught is a partial safety factor. Partial safety factor. Gamma m naught is partial safety factor, and value of this gamma m naught is a 1.1. Value of this partial safety factor that we have seen in unit number 1, where partial safety factor table we have seen gamma m naught, gamma m1, gamma mw, gamma mb. That values we have seen in this unit number 1 in one table. So for the partial safety factor, gamma m naught is a 1.1. Are you getting? So this is the first strength, design strength of the tension member, that is yielding of gross section. Everyone got it? This is the formula for this.
Sir, partial safety factor 1.25 na?
Gamma m naught la kiti hai? This value. Gamma m naught.
Ha sir, correct.
Gamma m naught, it is 1.1. Gamma m1 is 1.25. Gamma mb is a 1.25. Again gamma mw is again 1.25 for shop and 1.5 for side. Correct? If we see this table, these values are given. Whatever I have written here now. So these are available in IS code. So you have to print the IS code. This value will be available. Got it?
Sir, I asked one question that what is the difference between gross section area and cross section area?
Oh, just minute. Okay. Anyone can tell this answer? If the rod is there, this is the, if we, sorry, just minute. When we are calling as a cross sectional area, if this is the your rod, if we take the section here, section XX, if we cut here bar and we can see in this direction, then the bar looks like this. Are you getting, everyone? What is cross section? If we cut section here, one bar is there or one rod is there. If we cut this part and if we see in this direction, if we see in this direction, how looks your section? Like this. Is this correct? त्याचा डायमीटर दिसणार आहे ना, बरोबर आहे की नाही? बरोबर आहे की नाही? This is the your, this is the your diameter D. So this is the your cross section. तुम्ही कट केला आणि एका डायरेक्शन पाहिल्यानंतर हा क्रॉस सेक्शन दिसला. So pi by 4 into d square is the area. This is the cross sectional area. And gross is nothing but different. तेच आहे gross मध्ये पण. Gross is nothing but again same. Only we can see front face without cutting section. Gross area जो available section आहे त्या available section चा, if we take one more example, second. Now gross area. Here how many legs are there? These are the two legs. Having, this is the depth, this is the width. So gross area AG is equal to, gross area AG is equal to area of this leg and area of this leg. Addition of these two legs is nothing but the your gross area. Total area of this particular section. Cross and gross, there is nothing differentiation, same, but we are calling as a gross and cross when if we take section we are calling as a cross sectional area, and we can simply find the area of this particular section, then we are calling as a gross area. So there is a no difference of the gross and cross, but when situation cross we are calling, if we cut the section we are calling as a cross. त्याला क्रॉस केला आपण आणि त्यावेळी त्याचा शेप बघितला तर जो शेप होता त्या शेपचा एरिया काढला, दॅट इज क्रॉस सेक्शन. आणि ग्रॉस मध्ये पण तेच करतोय आपण, बट विदाउट कटिंग डायरेक्टली वी कॅन सी what is size of this diameter. So if the 12 mm, so pi by 4 into d square is again gross. So there is no difference. Are you getting?
Yes, sir, got it.
Okay, so now this is the strength due to yielding of cross section. So now next strength. Next strength is the design strength. Design strength due to rupture of critical section. Design strength due to rupture of critical section. Are there difference from what I have to tell to you? Any outside sound is coming to you from my side?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
जास्त येतोय का?
Yes,
जास्त
sir.
येतोय का?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I will take care next time. Something disturbance is there, but we will continue our lecture this time, and I will take care from next lecture onwards. Okay. Okay. So here we will see the design strength due to rupture of critical section. So there is different formulas are there. So there are conditions are there. So first condition. So similarly in welded connection we have seen for tension and compression design strength formula is there. For shear design strength formula was there. Similar to here in the design strength due to rupture of critical section. So for first capital A, for plate, if plate is given, for plate how to calculate design strength for the due to rupture of critical section. So for plate formula is before that one more case is there. Here number of bolts just a minute. Okay, sorry. For plate TDN, see TDN. So T is the tension, D is the design, and N is the net critical section, or we are calling as a net section. Critical section, or we are calling as a net section. Critical section or net section. So TDN is equal to, for plate we are using the formula that is 0.9 into AN into FU, AN into FU divided by gamma M1, divided by gamma M1. TDN, we have to calculate the strength due to rupture. Strength due to rupture of critical section, that is 0.9 into AN into FU divided by gamma M1. That is the strength for the plate. Okay, where? Where? AN is equal to net area. AN is equal to net area of section. Net area of the section. Okay. Now here, how failure due to rupture that is. If this is the plate, or two plates we have connected with the bolt, and here tensile force we are applying. Two plates we have connected with the bolts. Madam, I was here two plates we have connected with the bolts, and if we apply the tensile force on this bolt, how failure due to rupture? See, rupture of critical section or net section, it means what? Please concentrate here. Due to this tensile force, your plate will, that bolts are punching to the plates. That bolts are punching to the plates, and like this, your cracks will come. These bolts are punching to the plates. It means what happening? What happening here? The area, or that due to this punching of this bolt on the plate, your plate is a cracked, or that hole of bolt is enlarged. This is the original hole. Due to punching of bolt, your hole is enlarged, and at one situation, these cracks will takes place up to the end of this plate, and due to this, the failure of this plate is nothing but a rupture of net section. Are you getting? Rupture, how due to tensile force, how your plate will fail? Are you understand? सेकंड फेल्युअर कसं झालं लक्षात आलं का हो तुमच्या? पहिलं फेल्युअर कशामुळे लक्षात आलं? तुमचा मेंबर इलॉंगेट होत गेला, ताणला इतका की तो एका ठिकाणी तुटला. दॅट इज द यील्डिंग. सेकंड रप्चर कंडिशन इज द रप्चर ऑफ क्रिटिकल सेक्शन. दिस इज द क्रिटिकल सेक्शन. The bolt is punching on the plate, and the plate is changing its shape, and that section is a critical section. The cracks were developed and your member will fail. That is the rupture of net section. Why we called as a net section का म्हणलं? So here two word. Now कुणी तर क्वेश्चन विचारला होता, gross and cross. Now here again come to here, cross and net. ग्रॉस म्हणजे विदाउट होल असलेली प्लेट, आणि नेट म्हणजे होल असलेली प्लेट. सो नेट एरिया, तर या प्लेटचा ग्रॉस एरिया काढायचा. दिस इज बी, दिस इज टी. व्हॉट इज द ग्रॉस एरिया ऑफ दिस प्लेट?
B into D.
B into D. Here I have written A is equal to B into D. Okay, gross area you have calculated for this plate. Now you have to calculate net area of this plate. It means what I have done here for this particular plate. What I have done, I have make the hole na for bolting purpose. बरोबर आहे? I have make the holes. दोन प्लेट एकमेकावरती ओव्हरलॅप करून जॉईंट करायचे आहेत, तर कशाने जॉईंट करणार आपण? बाय बोल्टिंग. इज दिस करेक्ट?
Yes, sir.
So it means what we have done, we have make the holes to the plate. It means area is a reduction area is there, no?
Yes, sir.
Area reduction झाला की नाही? मग net area, it means we have to minus the area of these holes. ज्यावेळी टेन्साइल फोर्स ही प्लेट घेणार आहे, त्यावेळी ह्या रिडक्शन एरियामुळे त्याची स्ट्रेंथ वीक होणार आहे की नाही? कमी होणार आहे की नाही? due to this
Yes.
area, reduction of area?
Yes, sir.
Obviously होणार आहे. So this is the your B into D minus your that holes, area of holes. So that is the net area, and gross area is the directly B by D. And if we minus this whole area is nothing but the net area. So here we have to use net area. This AN is the area of plate minus area of holes. Are you getting? Okay. So this is the here one more difference I have told you about the gross area and net area. So okay, so now you got this rupture of critical section or net section that you got here. How fail the plate or member under the tensile load in condition of rupture, that you got, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the rupture. Now we have seen here AN. AN is the net area of section. Then FU. What is FU? What is FU? Ultimate tensile strength. That is depends on the grade of okay, so FU is the ultimate tensile strength, and this is depends on the grade of steel. So if FU 410 steel is there, so FU value is 410 Newton per mm square. And for this FY value is a 250 Newton per mm square. That is given in IS code. You can find this table, or up to the end of this subject, you will be expert, or if these values will be in mind for the lifetime. For FU 410, FU is a 410 like this. Okay. Okay, and here gamma M1 is again partial safety factor. Gamma M1 is again partial safety factor. So the value of gamma M1 is again 1.25 here. So this is for plate. If in example, or you are connecting plate, that plate are under tension, that in that condition you have to use this formula for the design calculation of design strength. Got it, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is for plate. So we will move next for angle. If angle is given in your example, in that case, rupture of critical section formula, design strength due to rupture of critical section, TDN is equal to TDN is equal to so here just minute. One thing I have to tell here, how to calculate AN. That is the very important. So here AN we can calculate. AN is equal to AN we can calculate for plate. AN is equal to B minus N into DH into T. So this is the plate. These are the bolts. The plate is under tensile force. How to calculate net area? B minus N into D H into T. Okay. So as I told you, gross area is equal to B into D. But we have to not take this gross area. We have to take cross-sectional area. We have to take cross-sectional area. So म्हणजे आपल्याला cross-sectional area ची strength find out करतो आपण. Okay. So cross-sectional area means this is your plate. This is your thickness and this is your width. See, we have to take the area of B into T, not B into D. So this dimension is B into D, correct? Are you getting? This dimension B into D, but we have to not take area B into T. So here I have written small b. Okay. See how we can calculate the AN for plate B minus N into DH into T. Now you can tell me what is B here? Width of plate, correct? So what is the area here? A is equal to B into T is the area now. What is gross area here? AG is equal to of this plate B into T. Is this correct?
Yes, sir.
हा क्रॉस सेक्शनल एरिया घेतो आपण म्हणजे किती थिकनेसला, हाऊ मच थिकनेसला आहे आणि विड्थ किती आहे. विड्थ इंटू थिकनेस, दिस इज द युअर एरिया. सो नाउ दिस इज द ग्रॉस एरिया. नाउ वी हैव टू डिडक्ट दिस होल्स. So what is N here? Anyone can tell me what is N?
Number of holes.
Number of bolt holes किंवा bolt holes किंवा holes म्हणू आपण. ओके, number of bolt or number of bolt holes. Okay, 1 2 3. So here N is the number of bolt holes or bolt into DH. DH is what is DH?
Diameter of hole.
Diameter of hole. It means two holes are there. 2 into diameter of hole 222 केलं आणि this area we have deducted from this width into thickness केल्यानंतर आपल्याला काय मिळाला व्हायचा, कसला एरिया मिळाला?
Net area.
Net area. Are you getting this? So this formula we have to use for plate. सर्वांच्या लक्षात येते का? फॉर्म्युल्याचं मी एक्सप्लेनेशन दिलं. व्हॉट इज बी, व्हॉट इज एन, व्हॉट इज DH and what is T. So that is the net area. AN is the net area. Okay. AN is the net area. So here I will tell you where. Write down B is equal to width of plate. N is equal to number of bolts or bolt hole. DH is equal to diameter of bolt hole, and T is equal to thickness of plate. Got it, everyone? where B is equal to width of plate, N is equal to number of bolts, DH is equal to diameter of bolt hole, and T is equal to thickness of plate. Got it, everyone? Draw this section here. Whatever I have drawn here, plate section, please draw this, then you will realize fast. B is the width, T is the thickness, this is the your DH, this is number 1 hole, number 2 hole. Are you getting? So here N is equal to 2. So draw this, then you will get fast. Please write down carefully all the notations and their meanings, because this chapter having many more formulas. That's why your confusion will be more in this particular chapter. So now this formula we have seen for plate only. Now we have to go for angle. So there is very much formulas are there, and that we have to learn one by one. What is this? What is meaning of this symbol? So I am going slowly. So for plate, design strength formula we have seen, and the meaning of each of the symbol we have seen here. So over this, okay. So now go to angle. So for angle, TDN is equal to, so formula is 0.9 ANC into FU divided by gamma M1 plus beta AGO into Fy divided by gamma M0. This is the formula for angle, and this formula is given in your IS code. Okay. So now here unknowns are ANC, beta, AGO. So these are the unknowns. So how to calculate ANC, AGO? So for the angle. Okay. So now the value of beta is here. Beta is equal to 1.4 minus 0.076 into W by T into Fy divided by Fu into Bs divided by Lc. It should be less than or equal to Fu into gamma M0 divided by Fy into gamma M1, and this should be greater than or equal to 0.7. So beta value we can calculate by using this formula. So we will see one by one. Unknowns are there. What are the unknowns are here that we will see. Okay. So now here first unknown where ANC is equal to ANC is net area of connected leg. Net area of connected leg. So this is the plate is there. For this plate we have connected angle by using this bolt. The plate is there. This is the thickness of your angle. This is the your width W. This is the your depth of angle. This is the thickness of plate and this is the thickness of angle. TP is written thickness of plate and only T is written thickness of angle. See, now we have to calculate here net area of connected leg. Which leg is connected here to the plate? Which leg? Leg means angle la दोन पाय आहेत. This is 1 and this is 2. These are the two legs of angle. Okay, so now which leg is connected here? We have given naming to the particular plate of size. D width is given and W is given. W is the width of outstanding leg and D is the width of connected leg. So this is the here connected leg. Connected leg. And this is the outstanding leg. Please draw this carefully. I have drawn here plate. Plate, the angle is connected to the plate by bolt. The connected leg is having size of depth D. The outstanding leg we are calling as this leg as outstanding. म्हणजे जी connected नाही आणि उरलेली leg आहे त्याला आपण outstanding leg म्हणतो. जी connect केलेली आहे प्लेटला त्याला connected leg म्हणतो and other leg is the outstanding leg. Please make a difference. Remember the difference. Okay. So now which leg is connected here? Having depth.
Is connected.
Connected.
The connected leg having the length is a D. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we have to calculate the area of A and C. What is the meaning of A and C? See here. Area, net area of connected leg. A and C is meaning of net area of connected leg. The net area म्हणजेच काय होणार आहे हो? We have to deduct the whole. Net area, it means we have to deduct the whole. So here, how to calculate net area of connected leg? So for net area of connected leg, formula is D minus N into DH minus T by 2 into T. This is the formula for net area of connected leg. Net area of connected leg. Now, one more sketch we have to draw here. This is your angle. So this is your angle. This is your gusset plate. This is your gusset plate. And like this, you have connected this angle to the gusset plate. Now here I have shown, sorry, just a minute. इथे मी दोन दाखवले तुम्हाला, एकच दाखवायला पाहिजे because here we have shown one. दिसताना तुम्हाला किती बोल्ट दिसताय तो इथं?
2.
2 दिसतायत. पण तो बोल्ट कुठे आहे हो? राहिलेला बोल्ट सेकंड बोल्ट इज वेअर बिहाइंड दिस, बरोबर की नाही? along the length. So this is your angle. This angle is connected to this plate, means second bolt is where? I think here, correct? Here 2 bolts are there. These 2 bolts are here. की जे आपण या साइडनं पाहिल्यानंतर आपल्याला हे 2 बोल्ट दिसतात. आर यू गेटिंग?
Yes, sir.
If we see in this direction, this is your eye. If we see in this direction, then we can see these 2 bolts. But if we take the cross section, it means this sketch we have drawn by taking the cross section at this junction. This is the XX cross section or X1 X1. कुठेही एका ठिकाणी या बोल्टला तर क्रॉस सेक्शन घ्यायला लागतो किंवा या बोल्टला. आणि ज्यावेळी मग आपण if we see in this direction, that condition in this way, at that time this sketch is appearing. If we see in this direction, at that time this sketch will appear. Are you getting, everyone? थोडस जातंय समजायला अवघड, but we have to. It is must to understand us. बघा मी काय केलं. This is I have drawn here 3D view. मी हा 3D व्ह्यू काढलाय. थोडस मराठीत सांगतो. Okay, so here I have drawn the 3D view. This view 3D. So this is the angle having length, अजून याच्यापेक्षा जास्त लेंथ असेल, have more length, and back to this adjoint, this plate is connected with this angle having 2 bolts in 1 row. This is a 1 row. In 1 row, by using 2 bolts, this angle is connected to plate. Okay, now if I take the cross section, it means in the line of boltच्या line मध्ये मी cross section घेतला. It means I have cut this bolt in this. Then I got this figure in the cross section. I have seen in this direction. See, this is the direction. After cross section, I have seen this direction, so I got this sketch. So one more bolt is on back of this line. Are you getting this? This is the first I have to tell you. I have taken cross section at the bolt line, and after cross section, if I see from this side, this sketch I should appear. And if I see from this side, this plan will appear. So are you getting these 2 sketch after the taking cross section? Are you getting these 2 sketches how I drawn by considering this 3D sketch? So if you get this, then you will be easy from next onwards to get what we are doing. So these sketches are very important, and that is the role of our civil engineer. ह्याच्यापेक्षा सोपं असणार नाही. That as a civil engineer, like this way we have to design the structure. तुम्ही म्हणाला अवघड आहे, अवघड असणारच आहे. We are structural engineer. So this you have to understand. ह्याच्यापेक्षा सोपं अजून करून सांगता येत नाही. Are you getting? So this is the two sketches I have drawn from two sides by using this 3D sketch. Okay, so now we come to this formula. Come to this formula. D. See. Come to this formula. D is the depth of connected leg, correct? D minus. Okay. Now here N into DH. So now here N, what is N?
Number of holes.
No, in angle here, in angle here, D is the depth of angle. First unknown we have written here, depth of angle. That we come to know from the problem statement or from steel table. Then D is over. Now here N. Here N is a number of rows. Here N is a number of rows, not a number of bolt or number of bolt hole. And number of rows means these are the number of rows. 1, 2, 3. कारण का आपण why we are taking number of rows? Because we have taken the cross section at one only. One line. This is one line. So जेवढे number of rows असतील तेच consider करायचे. म्हणजे 3 bolt कट झालेत. If we have taken the cross section at this stage only, cross section 1, 1. But how many bolts cuts under this cross section? That bolt we have to take here only. If we take all the bolts, तर त्या अँगलचा जो काही क्रॉस सेक्शनल, आपण क्रॉस सेक्शनल एरिया घेतो, लेंथ घेत असतो पूर्ण अँगलची. प्लेटचं काय करत होतो आपण? प्लेटची पूर्ण लेंथ घेत होतो बी. इथं बी पूर्ण लेंथ घेत नाही, बी इंटू टी. सो प्लेटला आपण टोटल होल जेवढ्या टी ला कनेक्टेड आहे तेवढा टी आपण मायनस करत होतो. बट इन दी अँगल, so this is very important. You have to learn or you have to keep in mind this thing. See, we have cut the section in this. Just a minute. We have cut the section in this way. It means this is the your section 1, 1. So under this 1, 1 section, how many rows are there of bolt line? So this is one bolt line, second bolt line, third bolt line. So it means there are 3 rows. So here number of rows are 3 in this case. So this please keep in mind. Sorry. So this is a very important. If I take the section at one line and how many rows are there in line, that is the number of rows. N is the number of rows. Please Please make here IMP and draw the sketch. वरती समासामध्ये किंवा बाजूला this sketch you draw. I have taken this section 1-1 and under this 1-1 section how many rows are cutting? So that n is the number of rows in the angle. Then same dh is equal to diameter of bolt hole and t is the again thickness of angle. So are you getting this? Yn is a number of rows. This is one number of row, 2, 3, and we have cut the section here at section 1-1. So at section 1-1, how many rows are cut? 1, 2, 3. So that n is equal to number of rows. Got it? नसेल समजलं तरी पण तेवढंच लक्षात ठेवा आणि पुढे चला. Because if we discuss lots on this, your confusion will be there. So this section we are taking for one line, and in one line how many rows are cut? That rows, number of rows are n. आणि तुम्ही समजा 6 बोल्ट आहेत, 6 बोल्टचा एरिया जर ह्याच्यातून डिडक्ट केला, if we deduct the area of the 6 bolts, the area will be negative. That's why we have to deduct area of only row. How many rows are cut? That area we have to deduct. Okay. So this is the ANC. Have you drawn this all the sketches? Have you written all the whatever I have written on this particular slide? Or is this over? Your writing is over?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ANC is over. Now we have to go AGO. Okay. So next is the AGO. AGO is the gross area of outstanding leg. Gross area of outstanding leg. So this is the plate. We have connected the leg like this. This is your connected leg, and this is your outstanding leg. So width of outstanding leg is a W. So now we have to calculate the gross area of outstanding leg. So one thing I have forgot to tell you. Here, why T by 2? ANC, in the formula of ANC, I have minus here T by 2. That I tell to forget. Because this is not a shape like this. Angle चा shape असा आहे का हो? असा angle आहे का? नाहीये. Here curvature is there in this part. Have you seen in this problem? This curvature is there. So we have deducted this average thickness. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
So average thickness I have. Just a minute. See here. The angle is showing like this? No. So angle is like this. Here edges are there. So this T thickness I have deducted minus t by 2. Average thickness I have taken here. Net, while calculating net area, the thickness is not having the same dimension. It is a varying dimension. So I have deducted this t by 2. Everyone got it? Why deducted t by 2? Because the not a same thickness throughout. From this point to this is a thickness, varying thickness. That's why I have thickness averaged here. So this average thickness we have deducted from this depth. Got it? येते का लक्षात? हे ड्रॉ करायचं असेल तर ड्रॉ करून घ्या. Please respond. If not getting, please tell me. I will explain once again, but respond. Okay, so due to this average thickness, we have deducted this t by 2. Okay. Okay. So again, okay. So now we have to calculate the outstanding leg, area of outstanding leg. So area of outstanding leg is equal to this W minus T by 2 into T. W minus T by 2 into T. Or we can say B. फक्त आता याचा काढत असेल तर याला बी म्हणू शकतो, असं काही नाही. ओके. सो gross area. Here any holes is there for this leg? Any
No,
bolt?
sir.
No. So directly what we have done, W is the width, that T by 2 average thickness we have deducted into T. So actually W into T is the your area. Actually W into T is the area, but this average thickness we have to deduct here. T by 2 we have deducted here, and this is the your gross area of outstanding leg. Okay, got it? Okay, so again we have to know this BS and LC. So we have now time limit. So I have to, for the BS and LC here in the beta formula, this BS and LC is there. So for that we required more time again. So ANC and AGO, these two things we have here calculated. So other things you know, FU, FY, gamma M1, gamma M0, these things you know. How much FU? What is FU? FU is the tensile strength. FY is the
Yield
yield strength. FU is the ultimate tensile strength. FY is the yield strength. Gamma M1 is the partial safety factor. The value of gamma M1 is
1.25
and gamma M0 is
1.1.
okay. So this all things we calculated. Now only remaining is beta, that we will see in the next lecture. The how to calculate. So don't miss next lecture tomorrow at 12:30. Tomorrow afternoon at 12:30 to 2:30 our lecture will be there. So don't miss this lecture. At 12:30 we will discuss about this beta, and we'll continue. Okay, so here we will stop today. Okay, so wait, I will take attendance.